World's worst boxer. I got my lunch break. I'm gonna get some cardio in. People ask me, how do you maintain your weight? How do you cut? This. What's up, chat? All right. I'll take the kids to we're gonna box after they get out of school, so it's kind of like a 2-a-day for me. But they don't allow cameras in that gym, so if I don't do it in my garage, one of these days I'm gonna go to Syndicate. We're all planning on getting together and we're gonna do some sparring, and then you'll see me get my ass kicked properly, my buttocks kicked. Normally I use regular real wraps, but like when I'm just doing this kind of stuff, I just use the speed wraps. It's all in nips. It's all in nips. I guess we talk about some basic principles. Whenever you're throwing punches, you're always hit with these first two knuckles. You want your hands to be like a spear. It's like you're throwing a spear. You turn your hand over, bam, bam, and see how my head moves off the center line when I'm turning my shoulders. So I don't have to bam, bam, and then when I'm doing shifting my weight, bam. Let the body do the work. Got it. Right in the liver. Get the first question. That's gonna be one of those days. You trying to get me demonetized? I don't mind talking about PED use and steroids, but I've made some videos on it, and I'd prefer you guys watch those, because if I talk about it, or if YouTube demonetizes me. Marcos, yes, but it's more for cardio. You know what I mean? Thank you. I'll do, I just, on my lunch breaks, I like to get some heavy bag work in, some cardio, and that could be like cardio. No, and I'm not natural, and I don't mind talking about it, but I gotta be careful because YouTube already slapped me. They said, no, bad boy. I always start out, just try to loosen up, do a little shadow boxing. .50, so it takes me a minute to get the knees warmed up. I was just waiting to see if anyone was going to join me. How's everybody doing today? Looks like it's going to be a slow lunch. Love. Thank you. You know, normally, usually as soon as I put boxing gloves on, everybody turns into a UFC fight commentator. Like, you know, turn your hands all the way through. Your foot needs to be up more. Those are horrible. You're telegraphing. Some 50-year-old guy in his garage just trying to get some exercise in. No, but I actually do train. I train 3 times a week. Man, it's cold in here. I'll set a timer here and do some sets. So you signed up boxing for a week. Have you done any training yet? Hitting the bag's okay. Sparring's fun. But then when you think you're done and the coach tells you to get in the ring to do sit-ups. Matt, was that did I see you doing pull-ups in that video that Hans posted? Was that you? You know what? I'll do some pull-ups too because I'm on my lunch break, so I'm feeling stuffed up, guys. So that was you. Nice. Is it normal that I keep vomiting after training? So you got one of those. So as a powerlifter, as a guy who trains a lot, like every day, what I will say is a lot of boxing coaches don't know shit about training. They know how to make you a better boxer. They'll teach you how to punch. They will get you in good physical condition. But they know nothing about inefficient or efficient use of time for cardio. Like, they kind of got this old school mentality where you need to run and like you have to go until you're puking, and you don't. But you see coaches, they're lines where their kids are training, and I'm out and I don't have a problem like telling Paul, like, you know, what's my salary? I don't know if I want to talk about that. I do okay. It's more than six figures. Well, it's six figures, but it's more than. It's in between the first six figures and the second one. Yeah, I do all right. You're a beginner. Where should you start? Beginner what? Let's get specific. Boxer or weightlifter? It's gonna be different for both. That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm asking. If you're a beginner boxer, just get a heavy bag. So I'm wearing boxing shoes, and I'm not gonna do judo kick. I've never practiced judo. I mean, I could show you how to kick. Hard, really hard. What is it? What a judo kick is? Judo chop. Well, if you're a beginner weightlifter, I recommend starting strength 5x5, 5 barbell lifts, squat, bench, deadlift, rows, overhead press. Do those 5. Follow that program for 6 weeks. You probably can do it for 6 months if you're beginning, and just do that, and you're gonna have awesome results. If you're getting into boxing, buy a heavy bag, buy some gloves, get them on Amazon or wherever, and I would also consider like see a lot of people, but real boxing gyms are prohibitively expensive. Like I'm paying $300 a month to go to my boxing gym, and that's a lot of money for the average person. But if you can afford a trainer, get one. It'll save you a lot of pain and suffering. But at the same time, here's the thing: if you're beginning, you can get a lot out of some YouTube tutorials. Who's the boxer I like? Let me see something here. There's one guy who's got really good tutorials. Let me see. I'm gonna look him up. Playlists. Watch later. What is his name? Oh yeah, so Tony Jeffries. Tony Jeffries has really awesome tutorial videos that will get anybody started if they've never boxed before. Thoughts on Jason Blaha? I talk to him every once in a while. He's I was not around on YouTube when all that shit went down, and I asked him about it because I saw some videos on him, and I don't know. I mean, like he's been nothing but cordial to me. I have no issues with him. His program is pretty standard. It's like he does conjugate. Watch his lifting videos, and they're about what you would teach if you went to a gym and you wanted to learn how to barbell lift. I haven't seen anything. I looked up his rankings. Last time he competed in the 44 to 46 age group, his total was in the top 40. I think he had like a 1,400-pound total, so that puts him top 40. That's pretty good. So he's a legitimate power lifter. Not quite elite, but decent. He's a good lifter. I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on Blaha. I've seen some of the videos on him, and they go hard on the guy. Let's see. Thanks, mate. I was very unhealthy before and gonna change my lifestyle. Do you think you could defeat 85-year-olds? I really do. It's like getting kicked to death by a rabbit. It's gonna take a long time. Your girlfriend left you today. What should I do? Well, why did she leave you? How much time have you been training? Probably about 10 years heavy. And then before that, I was, I did a lot of this stuff and was in the military. I actually used to be a kickboxer, believe it or not. Supposedly he lives with a killer, the trolls say. I've heard a lot of weird stuff, and I asked him because I talked to him on Instagram. He does Warhammer figurines like I do, and he's really good at painting Warhammer miniatures. I don't like the guy or hate him. He's got some skills in that department. And then I saw the video that somebody put out recently on him, which was going into like what is it, like the stolen valor stuff, and I kind of asked him about it, and he said he was joking around. Okay, well, that was a long time ago, but like as far as our interactions, he's been really cool to me. He's been helpful, and I got nothing bad to say about him. Do you strictly work out at home? No, I train at EOS Fitness, and I train at Artist Boxing Gym, which I'm going to take the kids to after I get off school, but I can't bring cameras in either of those places. Well, I might be able to bring a camera into EOS, but I don't think I'd be able to live stream. His roommate, look it up. Because of my girl best friend, she thinks she'll have arguments because of her future. Okay, so we're talking about. Wait, let's not get off track here. My girlfriend left me. What should I do today? Akash. Because of my girl best friend, she thinks we will have arguments because of her in the future. So she's got a friend you don't get along with. That's that what I'm here? Am I hearing you correctly on that? What do you think of SARMs for females? My wife is currently taking a really, really, really low dose of Anavar. Actually, I think she put that on hold because she's got surgery coming up. I don't know enough about SARMs. SARMs are, there's not enough human research on them. So, like, she's a microbiology student. She goes to UNLV. I went to school. I studied heavy in chemistry. So we have a good background. And we can interpret research papers pretty, and then she's actually published a few herself. My point, when I look into SARMs, there's really not a lot of published research on human beings, and the research they do have on animals is they haven't done enough extensively. Now there's like the people that take SARMs, they anecdotally say that they work great for them, but with the side effects that I've reported or read about with SARMs, I would say that from what I've seen, the downsides to taking SARMs seem worse than steroids to me. So I just don't know enough about them to say. Body weight, what's up? Farting with protein. You need to drink more water. Where do we go here? Because my girl best friend. Let's see. Wrestling. I haven't done wrestling in a long time. Well, in the Marine Corps, we used to do. Started out working today consistently a couple months ago, and I really want to get into boxing or some other kind of a fighting sport. But I don't know what the best way to do it. Any tips? Yeah, don't do it the way I did. I bought a bag and I started just training my ass off. But then when I finally ponied up the money to get a professional trainer about 4 or 5 months ago, I had to basically unlearn all the bad habits that I picked up training by myself. So, honestly, when it comes to fighting or combat sports, your best bet is to get with people that participate in the sport and actually know what they're doing. Do you think WWE is scripted? No. No, and that's the end of this discussion. Brutal impact. That's clever. But yes, I do. Dojangles, what's up, man? Oh, you guys got to check this guy's site out. Dojangles. So all of you in the chat right now, go to this guy's page right now. Do it now. you're not doing it. I'm being serious. This guy's a machine. He's a martial artist. He's a rock climber. He's just one of those all-around badass athletes, and he's awesome. Man, see, I remember when SARMs were new, a lot of people hopped on them claiming they're healthier than gear, which is, yeah, it's a big lie. There's no research. There's no research on them. You get online, you look them up, and it'll tell you any bro forum will tell you the great side. They'll tell you what's good about them. They'll tell you what they've done for them, but they don't tell you the negative side effects. And everything that I've heard, they're worse than steroids. So if you're gonna spend the money, you might as well just go with stuff that's been researched already. Hello from Russia. Greetings. Brainwave coding Genesis life form. Samar decent. Hello steroids. Wow, you're clever. Super uncle helped me, but you didn't I asked you, was it her girlfriend is the issue? Are you arguing with her best friend? Let us know what is secret diet day to day. You can eat whatever you want as long as you don't exceed your daily caloric intake. And if you need to find out what your daily caloric intake is, you track everything you eat for 2 weeks and find out exactly what you're eating. And then from there you can do elimination. If you are under your daily caloric intake, you're going to lose weight no matter what your diet is. But if you're asking what I normally eat every day, it's usually eggs and fish or beef or chicken. I got 21 chickens in the backyard, so I get fresh eggs daily. I usually try to stick to like rice or potatoes. But that we still eat pizzas and stuff. Like I just had a couple of cookies. I just clicked on you to hit the gnarliest Russian accent. Hey, Parvikov, don't be bitch. Andy Sarekis has beefed up. You know what? I've noticed if I don't shave for a few days, people start calling me Andy. And if I do shave, the people start calling me Bruce Willis. Day, how many eggs do I eat? 6, at least. Like sometimes more than that. Like I hard boiled like 24 of them this morning, and I've already eaten 8. Show me some jobs. Oh wait, let me answer this real quick. No, I have a girl best friend, and she thinks we will have arguments because of her. She told me I don't like girl best friend, and it's better to leave, and she left. You need to go after her right now. You need to stop chatting with me, and you need to go after her right now. And you need to be assertive and tell her, I'm not taking no for an answer. Show her you love her, and then if she still says no, well, you know, it sounds like she's scared, and you need to be a man. I'm telling you right now, if this was my son sitting in front of me, I'd say, son, you're fucking up. Go get her. Go get her right now. I want to see GT and Hans be friends again. Who's GT? Alex Pereira. Anonymous. I'm going with Alex Pereira. What do you do for work? As little as possible. I'm in commercial construction. Wrestler dominate pure striker. That depends on skill level. Absolutely not. And I'll tell you why. Like a wrestler, if a wrestler doesn't have striking skills or defense, and he goes against somebody like, I'm assuming we're talking about Alex Pereira, well, he's already proven that like a couple times over. It depends on how good of a striker you are, because if a guy's coming in on you, you could hit him 3 or 4 times before he even gets close to you. And if you know how to hit, he's going to really be hesitant to company to keep pursuing you. That being said, you take the average wrestler and the average boxer, I would definitely take the wrestler every time. Three jabs, one hook, and then an uppercut. Well, I don't know how I'd uppercut. What am I going to do? What do I uppercut? Well, we can definitely do... Nothing to uppercut. I don't know. Pretty minty stuff. Kid says anything these days. Show us your kicks, Mr. Beast. I got boxing shoes on. I'm not going to kick in them. Try the night right straighter for us. The right? Oh, you want a cross? Like what are we talking about here? Looks like you smoke as well. How would you know that just by looking at me? Yeah, so when I'm training, Prophet, one of the problems I have is I get lazy. And, like, I'll be punching and, but, like, yeah, the one thing my trainer said is, like, you gotta, like, really, get in a rhythm and snap the jabs out there. But then when I start punching, I get lazy and I start pushing them. Especially when I do, like, time sets. By my cough? I have allergies. Well, looking at you, it looks like you smoke pole. How do you say that looking at somebody? He's got a cough. You have no form and no legs. Yeah, I agree with that. Well, there are many bar fights during your era. Seems like enough of these young guys have taken a beating. Everyone wants to start stuff. No, that's only online, Nobel. I mean, nobody in real life. Like online when you're insulated with a keyboard. So like, I get a lot of, like, as soon as you put boxing gloves on, everybody online becomes a YouTube, like a UFC fight commentator. And then I find out, like, most of them have never even been in a boxing ring before. You know what I mean? Like, people criticize people that do things. Because you do them poorly. You know, it's like, I'm still training. Like, I work with a professional trainer, but I've only been working with him for, 4 months? I think I've come along really good for 4 months, man. 4 months ago, I could barely throw a punch, and now I'm in there sparring, and I'm going to be sanctioned to fight, and so are my kids. You box flat-footed. Yeah, that's one thing my coach keeps telling me. He keeps telling me to lift that back leg up more, and I'm more like this. And the other thing I do when he drops my hands is he slaps me in the face. Oh man, Marcel, you're clever. You look like the Undertaker's cousin. Right on. Looks like you're in great form. I think for a 50-year-old, I'm kicking ass. Nobel. So here, Nobel War Prize. Like, I mean, I'm not, like, normally in real life, I am the last person that would try to start a fight, ever. Like, even if somebody was being aggressive with me in public, I would do everything I could to talk him down. But in the ring, I can hold my own. People talk a lot of crap, but I can take a punch, and I know how to corner people. You're too, all caps, you're too old to fight. Why bother training? You love the smokes. Why bother training? Do I have any mods in here today? Do I compete? I'm a competitive powerlifter. Favorite movie. Every time someone asks me what my favorite movie is, the first thing that pops into my head is Aliens. For some reason. And it's not my favorite movie, but that's what always pops in my head. Okay, let's do this right. Alright. How the hell do I remove comments? There you go. I got rid of that windbag. Coolers in the attic are gonna fall on your head. Book it. You and Eddie Hall for a boxing match. Dude, I would love to fight him. I mean, he'd kill me, but I'd still love to fight him. I'm 50. Any pre-workout left? I don't take pre-workout. I drink coffee, and I take L-citrulline and nitric oxide. Got rained out a couple of hours ago. Laying bricks, sitting here at the house, waiting the old lady to get here, just playing with Play-Doh and eating a few crowns. Have you ever been addicted to drugs or alcohol? Yeah. I've been sober since 2013. Santa looking beefy. Grandpa's getting old. What would you tell yourself in your 20s? Never touch cigarettes. Don't date strippers. Drugs are bad. Save money. Delayed gratification. It's better to drive an old piece of crap that you own than to make car payments on something that nobody cares about. You think it did damage to your thought process? What did what? Oh, drugs? Probably. I'm sure it did. When I fight Ward, I don't know who Ward is. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it did damage it. Well, here's the cool thing about it, though. I got sober through a place called USPA. And I still work with them. I still go back there, and now I help veterans that are homeless. We train them for free. Like that's usually what I do. They ask me to weight train with the guys, or take them to the gym. How couldn't it, right? Same here. Yeah, no, absolutely. But I don't know. That being said, luckily, you'd be surprised. Um, you, you can kill a lot of brain cells. It's never. There's no downside to quitting. You know, you are what you are. You've done what you've done to yourself. There's no reason lamenting. You know, it happened. Wherever you're at, whatever you did to yourself, is where you start from, and that's what you have to deal with. So I don't spend a whole lot of time thinking about it. Awesome to hear. Thanks for helping out. When I mean, the last IQ test I took. No, I definitely got dumber for sure. Yeah, I definitely lost some. So what it was, I don't believe like I lost any ability to do like math or like balancing equations for chemistry or things of that nature. But I think what it does affect is like short-term memory, like recalling people's names after they told them to you. Like you think things like that. It makes it it's harder to be quick-witted. Uh, I still smoke THC on the regular, but I think it messed me up. Hey, I'm the only one I know that doesn't smoke weed, and I don't have anything bad to say about it. I think everything in moderation's got its place, and weed does a lot of good for a lot of people. So it'd be hard for me to say that it's bad, but we can all agree that if you do too much weed, that ain't good. Chama, are you natty? No. I have raw, so I'm watching you live in bed with a handful of lotion. I get that a lot. Hey, whatever works for you, man. I just got this new Venom bag, and it's pretty heavy. It's not that big. I'm gonna give her a try here. It's actually a little bit harder than this one. Oh, see, I need to hang it out here. I need to be able to get around it. I'll have to move it. Rheumatoid arthritis is bad. If it's fight or flight, I'm pretty sure I can outrun them. You know, make no mistake, boys. I carry a firearm in my truck. If it gets real, there's no reason why the fight has to be equal. Yeah, you like that? You can see look at this muscular buttocks. Wow. These are compression pants. I'll tell you what, it's getting a little cold out here, and I love these things. Let me see here. Dominant hand. So this is interesting. I'm what's called cross-dominant, which is not the same as ambidextrous. It means I do some things with my right and some things with my left. For example, I punch across harder with my right, but I write with my left hand. Isn't that weird? I could shoot basketballs with both hands, throwing a baseball, football, right-handed. Firearms are weird because I'm dominant in my left eye. Rifles, you shoot with your right eye. So it screws me up on the pistol range. I have a very hard time with iron sights with pistols. So to fix that, I went to a reflex sight. Are you scared of needles? Does it look like I am? What's up, Bob? I've only started lifting 85 kilogram dumbbells with both arms, 17. God, you're going to make me do kilogram math. 20 is 45. Wait a minute, what? That's, what is that, 90 pounds? You can do a lot with that. If they're 80, you have 85 kilogram dumbbells, them's as big. Do you have Instagram? Oh, George. Yes, I have Instagram. It's Charles, spelled phonetically, Charles dot Weidner, Weidner. Yeah, when are you gonna be in town, George? Would you fight Andre Ward? All right, that's the third time someone's asked me that, so I'm gonna look him up. Andre Ward. Former professional boxer. I don't think I'm ready for that yet. So look, guys, I started boxing exclusively 4 months ago, and I'm training with a professional trainer. And I'm pretty good for a 50-year-old that started training 4 months ago, seriously. But that being said, like there's guys at my gym. I train with professionals, and these kids are like in their young. Some of them are even high-end amateurs. A couple of silver gloves is what they call it. You've heard golden gloves. They have silver gloves too. And every one of those boxers would whip my ass. The only thing is I have over them is I'm a tank, and they laugh about it because we'll be in there messing around, and I could take a hit. Like, they can't hurt me. Like a 135-pound kid has not cultivated the knockout power to hurt me. I just laugh at him, so I just walk him into a corner. But at the same time, like the ones that do know, like that are professionals or going to be soon, they would absolutely murder me. And I'm twice their size. But now if you put me in a ring with another person my age, I'm going to kill him. Do I feel sore today? No. It takes a lot to make me sore. How do I get traps from just wall push-ups? Shoulder shrugs never worked for me either. Honestly, do you have anything laying around the house? Buckets, water jugs, anything heavy you can hold on to? Cat food bags, like anything, like Sarandeep Singh. Hey, bro, what's up? Oh, George, you're going to be in January? I thought for some reason you were coming out sooner than that. Recreationist. I'm also a boxer. Yeah, so you could tell. I mean, like, dude, I haven't been doing this that long. But am I really that bad for a guy that's been training for 4 months? And I know I'm not, because I spar 3 times a week, and I know I can hold my own. Yeah, cat food bags. All right, we buy 50-pound bags of cat food. I mean, that'll do. You could lift that. You could lift that. Cosmic Chariot. I want to get swole like you. You need to eat and lift. How are you 50? You have too much muscle. You have too much muscle for your age, yeah. Honestly, I've been this weight for 10 years. So I've gotten as strong as I can within a weight class, and I purposely stayed under 220 for a reason. And so I've been training at 220 and under for the last 10 years, competing in powerlifting. And I think it does something to, like, the guys that get really big. Like, I could just keep putting weight on and keep lifting. And I don't know if there's something to staying at a weight class and getting as strong as you can in that weight class. Prophet, if you're still on, the chat, you might be able to speak to this, because you're a guy that's not tried to bulk up or get super big, but you've really proficient, and you've cultivated a really good physique in your weight class. How to impress my gym crush? She is training MMA. Let her beat you up. But don't make it too obvious. I let my wife, we put the gloves on and she just I let her wail on me. And she obviously knows I could kill her with one punch, but it's just like, there's something about it. It just, if you both are into that, she'll love it. Have you ever considered being a beatboxer? Isn't it safer? The higher. How did you stop smoking cigarettes? So I took Chantix. I still struggle with it though. So, like, I haven't completely quit. You just got to do it. I find a support group. For me, I had to get rid of like everything, like, because I used to smoke in my car, so I had to stop smoking. It's just like everywhere that I had to change things around. Like you get used to like having cigarettes in certain places. Like you'll go outside on the porch, let's say in the morning. Well, maybe hang out on the other porch or you got to change things up. Pancho Villa, what's up? What's the ideal weight for someone 6 foot tall? Well, if you go by the BMI chart, which I think I don't really care for that much, I would say they would probably say 185 pounds. But if you're trying to like get muscular without looking like you're on gear, probably 200, 220. All right. I'm 6'1" and currently 167, shooting for 180 to 200. Yeah, you're gonna look pretty good at 180. Yeah, I would think so. You're gonna look like what ladies like. Who's also interested in me? I'm worried about physically, and she's harder than me. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you on that one. All I know is that when I let my wife go ham on me, it just really cheers her up. We have a good laugh, you know what I mean? And I wear headgear. I don't let her just beat the shit out of me. How to make my mind get rid of porn? You got to treat it like an addiction. Porn is an addiction. It's one of the worst ones, in my opinion. It's a vile, insidious addiction that hijacks your entire dopamine system, and it'll make it difficult for you to cultivate relations. It affects a lot of things. You got to treat it like an addiction, and there's just like drugs. You got to treat it just like drugs. Dixon, 6'1", 167 as a pencil. Yeah, I mean, if you want to look, yeah, I would say get closer to 200. But, now we're talking about, like, who am I to say, you know what I mean? All right, let's do a timer here, because I'm actually trying to get cardio in. Fuck off, Miguel. All right. Drop some quick life advice. Try to be as truthful as possible and always be a man of your word. The most valuable thing somebody can get from you is your time. Oh, fuck off, Schmegma. I'm 50 years old. Eat a dick. You shouldn't be out of breath. I want to see you at 50. Let's see some combos. All right. What combos do you want to see? You shouldn't be out of breath. Oh, any thoughts on the Tyson fight? I watched both of the guys do their warm-up thing, and I really, I hope Tyson kills him, but I don't know, man. Just got done watching a new video. We were talking about you could be muscular. Yeah, oh yeah, the Play-Doh one, yeah. I'm thinking to increase my calories to 6,200 for me to beat her in bed. I can use my iron for starting my bed game with her. I'm not sure what you're going for here on this one. Jake Paul or Mike Tyson? Mike, you gotta go with Mike. I think all the old guys are going with Mike and all the young guys are going with Jake Paul. But we were there, man. We saw Mike. Tosh, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Wrath, thank you. I really appreciate that. What's your point, Galvez? I honestly, I should have thicker skin because this happens whenever I do hit the heavy bag. Like, you know, people are gonna be assholes. Thoughts on steroids? I don't really want to talk about them because I got demonetized in my last video, but I'm not natural. Thank you, Crispy. All right, let's get back at it. So, what combos do you want to see me hit? All right, we'll do jab, cross, under, hook. It'll be like jab, cross, hook, cross. It's like my favorite. Here we go. Jab, cross, hook, cross. Jab, jab, side step, right hook. So side step this way, or side step this way. you want to say? Use universal punching bag. Well, buy me one. Actually, I think I got one right here. The little guy right there. Razzie, what's up? No, you guys are, so I'm actually glad you're giving me shit because I'm trying to get faster with it. I think what happens is I get lazy when I'm training by myself and I don't have my coach yelling at me. All right, so I'm going to do 1, 2. All right, let's see. Or should I do the Tyson one? Oh, he does that thing where he ooh, I'll fall over. You've seen Mike Tyson. He does that undershuffle thing where he comes in, he comes under, and then he kind of like shuffles back like this, and then he brings it back this way. It's just crazy. So I'm training with a guy, his name's Paul Mayorga, and he's a Mexican fighter. Mexican style boxing. And when I first came in, I would walk people down, get them in the corner, and then, do your thing. But he is trying to teach me to fight perimeter style. I'm not good at it. I'm getting better, but I'm not good at it. Yeah, dude, Tyson's scary, and if he shows up, if you can get that Tyson for 2 minutes tomorrow, Jake has never been hit as hard as Tyson can hit. I guarantee it. Lean bulk. Don't do that. No. Do not bulk. Stop bulking. Well, what does this guy know? I'm telling you, you don't get fat for no reason. You can, well, that would be lean bulking. I'm sorry. Terminology. Lean bulking, yeah. So where you just exceed your caloric intake by enough to put a little bit of weight on, but you're still training. So you're not getting overtly fat for no reason to then where you have to cut all that weight and lose all your strength. My breathing, thank you, nobody. Pixart, what's up, brother? Throw some kicks. So I have boxing shoes on. I don't, how do you pronounce that? Donna Lukey, the fight is not real. Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be, I have a fear that it's going to be pre-scripted, but what if it's not? I mean, I'll show you how I throw kicks, but I'm not really geared up for it. So normally with kicks, you turn into it, you push the hips through, you step. Not warmed up. Yeah. I don't want to fuck these shoes up though. Just say jab, jab, roll to the left, jab, right, cross. How you doing, sweetie? You feel better? Do you need anything done? Water? Yeah. Water's all done. Chickens are fed. Animals are fed. What time we gotta get the kids? Let's see. It's 12:20. My wife's not feeling good, so I'm taking care of business. All right, so you want to jab, jab, roll. So it's that right? It's a show fight. I hope not. Nobody. See you later, brother. Did you play any sports in high school? Yeah, I played basketball, football, hockey. What am I missing? I was in the chess club. I don't know if that counts as a sport. That beam is gonna break, so check it out. I ordered some tracks that are gonna go across. I already got the parts for it. I'm just waiting for the unistrut, and the bag's gonna be able to move back and forth. So when I get them in, I'm gonna do a video, and you guys can watch me install them. Benjamin Banklin, I'm scared of you. You have no reason to be. I'm a fucking pushover. Jake Paul or Mike Tyson? Mike Tyson. Can I have help with my crush? Gavin, see you later. Thanks for coming by. I really appreciate it. Well, I need some context. What help do you need with your crush? Go Mike Tyson, hell yeah. Count chess as a sport. I run an average elo. Oh, damn. You play chess too? Is there anything you don't do? You're so slow. Speed and some power, or you're out of here. No, bro. Paul gonna win. I'm telling you. I want Tyson to win. Realistically, I don't know. The only thing, this is what I'll say. I don't think Paul's ever been hit as hard as Tyson can hit, but I don't know if Tyson can hit him. Because of the way he comes in, I'm sure Paul's been doing but nothing but training for that. I don't know if, yeah, like I'm 50. I'm 50 and like you see me trying to move fast. This is probably 50% speed. But then how long can I keep that up for if I'm going full bore, you know? All right, what combos do you want? Throw me a combo. Tell me something. Would you go fight with Mike? Yes. I absolutely would. Even if you murdered me, I get to say I fought with Mike Tyson and we'd probably hang out afterwards. Are you kidding me? If it's not Rick Tyson, will kill him. Yeah, he could knock out Nate Diaz. Play hate's a strong word. I don't even know the guy, but I'd rather Tyson win, but I'm not going to get my hopes up. Yeah. Dude, that's honestly how I felt about the Trump election. So there. Body, head, all hooks. All right. And then jab, double jab, cross. Let me do the first one first. You said body, head, all hooks. Body, head. How's that? Do a tornado kick. I got to stretch for 30 minutes if I could do that. Well, that bag owe you money. I appreciate it. Oh, so then what was the other combo? Jab, right hook, slip, right. Well, I can't uppercut. I don't have anything to hit. But I can do a jab. So jab, right hook, slip. What slip is that? Slip. I'm doing it, Craig. I'm doing exactly what they're telling me to do. I'm asking you for combos and I'm doing them exactly. We're just having fun. I'm looking at the time here. I got 12:27. And before I go back to work, I want to do some pull-ups for you guys. And mostly for Matt C. I want to do some weighted pull-ups. Double jab, lead hook. Double jab, lead hook, rear hook. Jab, double jab, lead hook, rear. Okay. That's my brain doesn't work. Hold on. How was that? Snow Dog, yeah, tell me what's wrong. Can you have help with your crush? What is the problem? So what should I do? She's from my class. The class started about 3 months ago. I already did some assignments with her. Ooh, you haven't told her you liked her. Does she have any idea? Girls are stupid. So here, check this out. There's two types of women. Those who will intentionally put you in the friend zone, and that's when you tell them they like you and they say that, oh, I don't like you that way, and you stay friends with them. And then other girls who just don't think you like them like that because you're not assertive. And the asshole that you see her going out with, who's a douchebag, is. Well, no, to be fair, Bodyweight, I didn't answer Snow Dog. I asked him to expound. Tyson got to get it done with the first couple rounds. I wanted to give simple Mexican-style combos. Yeah, so so I've been working with Coach Paul Mayorkin, and what he's really been having me do is just work on the jabs and the crosses and the basic hooks, uppercuts. and then defense. Right? Like so, what he'll do is he'll put me in a ring and have a guy just punch me, and all I'm doing is defense, catching punches. It's like a system he's got, and I'm not quite there yet. But I mean, if you compare me to where I was when I started, Priyash Pendy, hi. Mr. Oscar Ninja, respect, thank you. Oh, wait, I missed a combo. I gotta go back up. Wait. Body shot, right hook, step back, jab, massive overhand. So do you want like the Superman overhand where you like step into it? Let me make sure I got that right. Body shot, right hook, step back, jab, massive. So, body shot, right hook, step back. Body shot, right hook, step back, jab, massive overhand. Right. I don't have anything to uppercut though. So. Is that right? What do I hit when I uppercut though? I want to see an overhand, big man. Can I help with my crush? So we're past that. You look like Bruce Willis. Thank you. Did you vote for Trump? Yes. Do you take steroids? Yes. She's my class. Okay, are you paying attention to me, son? I asked you if you talked to her. Does she know you like her? If you can only do 10 exercises for hypertrophy strength the rest of your life, what would you pick? In order. Squat, deadlift, weighted dips, weighted pull-ups, barbell rows, overhead press, bench. 3 more, huh? That's a comprehensive list right there. And when I say squats, I mean variations of. You know what I mean? Like, I don't distinguish between a goblet squat and a barbell squat. Hip thrust. No. Reverse hypers. Arnold presses. And then curls. Well, curls get number 10. 10th spot goes to curls. Bruce Willis, very handsome. Sad what's going on with him. Oh, it is a bummer, man. Dude, time comes for us all. And he says, he's pushing in his 70s, which is like still young. Left jab, right body shot, straight to the liver, uppercut. How do I uppercut though? I don't have anything to hit. We'll do a body shot. Left jab, right body, straight to the liver, and then we'll hook it. Okay. Gotta do the body shot, slight underhand. So, slight underhand. Let me see. I want to make sure I'm understanding it correctly. Uppercut's more of a shovel hook on the bag. So so kind of like that. Think of stuffing a hook in a little bit. Yeah, okay, I got you. Thanks, Matt. You know, he didn't answer my question. Yeah, that works. Switch up angles. So for a hook, it'd be like, so you'd be like, yeah, thank you. Because I've been trying to figure out how to do hooks. I got this, bag right here, but it's kind of light. It only weighs like 60 pounds. And that Venom bag's nice and heavy, so that's why I went with that. It's not bad. Like I'm gonna put that one up too, so I'll have all three of them spread out. You know what? I know I'm not the best boxer. I know my footwork needs work. But I'm here to tell you, if you let me hit you with a cross, it's going to be a bad day for you. Especially right in the rib cage. Oh, my coach, Paul, he was showing me liver shots, and he had the mitts on, the focus mitts. And all he did was bonk me in the liver with it, like dunk. You know, he wasn't even hitting me. And I was like... facing the bag. You guys are awesome. This is fun. I should do this more often. Have you guys just tell me what to do. Bro, Hugo, I would say what would realistically happen is if you were in town and we were training together, is we would do some light sparring and work, and then we'd go fucking hang out afterwards, or we'd go train, you know what I mean? You'd have no reason to stay away from me. Thank you, Eric. You know, I call myself the world's worst just to sort of get ahead of the trolls. Like, that way they can't really talk. What are they going to say? I already told you I was the worst boxer. Alright, so let me try that combo again. Where was it at? My college has the sports facilities except boxing. Where can I hang my bag? So, if you have a dorm room, you might have to get one of those bag, like, you know, you've seen the stands that hold the bags. Those kind of suck, but they're better than nothing. Unless you can drill into the ceiling like what I did, and I just put a lag bolt through one of the studs. Leper King, no. If you're still here, no. I'm not natural. Where did that combo go? Can you show me a roundhouse? I would need to warm up. My old ass. No, not today. But you know what? Just because I'm wearing these shoes, if you guys want to see some kicks, next time we do this, I'll wear I'll gear up for that. See some footwork on a 1-2. with the pivot. Start with the pivot. So you're saying like push first? Is that your wife? No, that's West Coast Wolverine. He's got long hair, and I put a flower in his. You want to see it? He's saying, "I'm natty, eh?" How much can you bench? Last night I hit 365 for 405 roughly. How to get prescription for steroids? You gotta see a doctor. They're legal with some places. Always pivot forward on your jab for maximum power. So that's, you're talking like, the only thing is though, here's where I get, because a lot of the drills my trainer has me doing is, he's got me like stuck, because he wants me to work on my mobility, so I don't get it. He doesn't let me stand there and trade punches with him very much. Right, Rishi, I'm not going to answer that just because I don't want to get demonetized, but I can talk about the Wolverine stack. That's BPC 157 and TB 500. And yes, I've used those for injury recovery, and they work very well. Those are peptides, incidentally, if anyone's wondering. Who will watch Jake Paul versus Tyson? Me, man. Okay, it's 12:42, so I need to wrap the boxing up. I'm going to do some pull-ups, some push-ups, and we're going to get the hell out of here because I got to get back to work. Let's bring this out here. How many of you guys want to see my chickens? Get the cord here. I gotta, what's up? Almost. I'm gonna do some pull-ups and stuff. Pull-ups and push-ups. What's up? Do you wanna come out? Camera's not over there.
I'll tell you when you're done.
Let me see those chickens. All right, so let me do a set of pull-ups here, and then I'll bring you out back and I'll show you guys my chicken city. Get a camera angle here. It shows my back muscles off. Matt, how much weight were you pull up? Did you have on around your waist when you were doing the weighted pull-ups? Thoughts on Mike Mentzer? Yeah, I based my training off of his principles for 3 years now. He's his principles are incomplete because he was trying to marry his program up to Arthur Jones's Nautilus equipment. There's a whole bunch of books on it. So he was kind of stuck using equipment I normally wouldn't use. But what we did is we took Mike Mentzer's principles and applied them to barbell sports, barbell lifting, one set to failure. And so it's, we call it like low volume, high intensity. And especially for guys that are older, I think I got I was able to put 300 pounds in my total in 3 years, I want to say, which is pretty unheard of for a guy in, at my age. That being said, once Mike Mentzer's high intensity stopped working, because you're going to hit a plateau at some point no matter what you're doing, we found that then switching to a volume program, a little more like what Arnold Schwarzenegger was doing, worked. Busted right through my plateaus. So what can be gleaned from that? What can the average bro scientist get from that? It's good to, I got a belt on. It's good to do both. Where's my weight belt? Where's the weight belt? You do weighted pull-ups. Why am I using straps for pull-ups? What are you talking about? I didn't even use thumbs. Why wouldn't you use straps on pull-ups? Oh, I don't know, actually. Maybe that's a good idea. Yeah, think about it. So, if you're trying to work the back out and your grip is your limiting factor, it might be a good idea to use straps. Well, I mean, look, it depends on what you're focusing on. So, grip strength, I do pull-ups without thumbs. Forearms, arms, pull-ups take care of that. But if you're working your back and your grip's your limiting factor, it would stand to reason that throwing straps on to complete your sets is not a bad idea. Is you heartbeat go very fast high? When train, I do heart fast go more. Less rest when I do sit. Prophet, like the guy was giving me shit. He's like, you shouldn't be out of breath. Let's see your ass at 50 years old and see what you doing. This is for Matt C. This is a shitty homemade belt I have. That's 70 pounds, so the rope needs to be shorter though. What's your daily protein intake? Not that much. I don't subscribe to the 3 grams per pound of body, especially at my age. I've been this weight for almost 10 years, give or take 10 pounds in either direction. So I'm not putting out a bunch of mass. I would say I eat a gram of protein, so probably about 100, 150 grams of protein a day. Dorian Yates is, there's only one Dorian Yates. And you could say he proved Mike Mentzer's theories, but I don't know. I had a lot of success doing Mike Mentzer style workouts until I didn't. And now but I still do. Like, I still pretty much when I'm not following a program, my training is one set to failure. You know what I mean? I do 3 warm-up sets, 3 working sets, 1 set to failure, I'm done. Dorian Yates doing moderate volume. Yeah, they always highlight his height. Let me lower this a little here. Shoulders are the most important part of an aesthetic physique. Safest place to inject. I don't know if I can talk about that. I've been talking too much about steroids, and YouTube slapped me in my PB. I don't think it's bad to say. Well, yeah. Let's just say I have videos on it. You guys want to go look at my playlist, check my videos out. I talk about it incessantly. You know what I mean? Plus, then you're doing me a favor and you're watching my videos. Or you can hit me up on Instagram. The reason I keep bending over is because my laptop's over here. Who's your favorite bodybuilder? Ronnie Coleman, hands down. What's his name? The guy that passed away recently. He did a lot of videos with Dave Tate. It's not from training, from working. Is your back blown out? No. Well, yeah. So, but I had a really, really bad back injury, not lifting related. If you're asking a question, yeah. I don't advocate. John Meadows, thank you. Thanks, Bobby. I don't advocate the use of steroids. What I advocate is doing what's best for you, and to not look at anything as good or bad. It's a tool like anything else. You could kill yourself taking Tylenol. You take 4,000 milligrams of Tylenol in a day and it'll kill your liver. Motrin kills your kidneys. People say don't do steroids, and they drink a 6-pack of beer a night and they eat McDonald's. So it's all nothing's good or bad. It's what you do with it. Why are you using a mouse? I hate the touchscreen. I'm around 24 too, but I'm all in with steroids because I don't want to live long. Well, dude, if that's the case, I'd be doing, well, I shouldn't joke around. Can you ever stop TRT? Yes, it depends. The older you are, the less likely you will be able to. Wartime, how long am I going to stay on DHB? Really depends on blood work, my guy. As long as my health markers are good and I'm still getting gains from it, I don't see a reason to stop. But that's the whole thing, is I got to watch the blood work. So the blood work doesn't lie. We start seeing this stuff trending upwards, it might be time to evaluate. I just answered that. If you look up in the message, I just answered that. Braden, I don't want to turn this into a conversation about steroids because I got demonetized from YouTube. Stepdad got acne. That means he's not getting his blood work done. He's not controlling he probably doesn't have any idea what he's taking. He's probably he probably went on Bodybuilder Forum and just got on whatever the bros said to get on. There's no reason for him to break out in acne. Now, that being said, some people are sensitive to it, so there's that to consider.
Yeah, so Rishi, I worked out. I was a 100% natural to the age of 45. You know what I mean? And I don't make any apologies for being a 50-year-old with a little bit of help. But I don't. It really saddens me when I hear about kids, that haven't even really tried to get to their genetic potential going on drugs, just because of how dangerous it can be. And it's like, no, man, see what you're made of. Put yourself to a little bit of a test, grind a little, earn a bit of a physique, then we can have a discussion about it. Go go Filato, 405 pounds. Candy. I named the steroids Candy. Okay. So what time is it? 12:55. I got 5 minutes here. What is your thoughts on Mike Mentzer style of lifting? Seems like if you take Candy, you can just lift twice a week for 45 minutes and get the same result. Well, look, when I was natural, I was doing Wendler 531 for about 5 years, and I did Mentzer's program for 3 years. There's something to it. If you're doing barbell lifting, squats, 3 warm-up sets, you go to your target working set, which is squats, and they go, whatever the weight is, like say 300 pounds. What's really the primary difference between what Mentzer's going to do and what Arnold's going to do? Arnold's going to do 5 sets of 300. Mike Mentzer's going to do 1 all-out set, 2 failure, and then he's done. I would say you really, to find out what's going to work for you, you need to experiment a little bit and track your numbers. So I have a spreadsheet, an Excel spreadsheet that I can bring up on my computer that has all my workouts going back to 2016, and it plots a graph, and I can show you where I made gains, what I was taking, whether I was taking creatine, whether I had the flu. When I hurt my back, I wrote down comments. I commented on what was going on in my life, whether I was intermittent fasting or I was eating excess calories. So I had a little bit of data to go off of, and I could correlate what was working and what were the contributing conditions. That's a little bit of discipline. Most people won't do that, but you should at least track your numbers. He said he wanted to take steroids 12th year of school. Oh, good Lord, no. Please don't do that. That's just going to mess his endocrine system up. I mean, dude, it's a free country. I support your freedom to do that. But you're going to mess it. That's just going to destroy your endocrine system. Go full auto. Hell yeah, 195. Nice. How many calories do I eat a day? Roughly 3,000, 3,500. I started building those stupid fucking parallel bars you sent me, Bob, but then I'm like, I'm not building these. Fucking give me a project to work on. No, I'll put them together today. I don't know, Bob, why do you keep trying to get me away from my barbell and make me do all this weird gymnast shit? What's your game? An adult taking steroids if he knows everything, fine, but child, I support your right to do whatever you want, but I really think, honestly, definitely not before the age of 18. I would say not before the age of 25, like when you're sure your body's done growing. And definitely, absolutely not before you've trained for at least a year of solid training. Darren, yes. Okay, so Bob, you're saying weighted vest, feet elevated, deep push-ups, but how is that better than weighted dips or just bench press? See, Sean, seen above all. Honestly, I waited until I was suffering from low testosterone when I got my blood work done, and that's where I made the decision. So it's like you can make the argument like, okay, do it naturally, right? But when your body starts failing you and you start exhibiting low testosterone, and you're no longer able to do the things you love at a high level, how is that? What are you supposed to do? Just curl up and die? When modern medicine has something where you can live a better quality of life, do the things you love, and still be awesome. You're going to tell me that's not just because some sanctimonious prick on YouTube doesn't like it? That's why I start arguing for things. All right, speaking of money, Emmett, it is 1 o'clock. I got to get to work. So you guys, I can't show you my chicken farm. I got caught up in the conversation. What next time? Well, you know what? Here, real quick, I'll just give you a tour. Big doggy. That's my big mutt. One of them. Come on. Hey, sweetheart. Oh, we got the guinea hen. What's up, sweetie? You guys want some treats? There's one of my roosters. That's King. There's the two young boys. Acadaloo. What we got hiding in here? Anybody home? Nope, nobody home. The girls want some food. Yay. It's a party up in here. Herpadoodaloo. Come here, King. Come here, buddy. Come here. Say hello to YouTube, King. That's Chicken City. That's where I get all my protein from. Come on, doggy. Alright, guys. I gotta get to work. Thank you, Bob. Will I be on tomorrow? More than likely, yes. Tomorrow's Friday, right? It's gonna be a long day, though. It won't be till later in the afternoon. Alright, guys. I gotta get going. I love you guys. I'll see you on the battlefield.